What's up, you guys? How you doing today? So in today's video, we're going to be going over the Gauss builds that I have, since so many of you seem to be interested in it, and we're just going to cover a lot about Gauss. And yeah, let's get into it. So my build that I have for Gauss is 100% a meme build, and I use it for almost everything, and it works. Like, it seems to be like I don't really like struggle with anything in the game, but what do I really use this for? I use it for cracking relics open. If I want to speed through missions, is what I'm using it for. When I say speed through missions, I mean ones that aren't like capture. I mean ones that aren't like defense missions or survival missions. I mean like captures, exterminates, quick stuff, spies. Like, I'll use it for that, and it's great. It's a lot of fun. There's a lot of mobility, and as you might be able to tell, the way that I put this together was I literally just came down here, typed speed, and I put every speed mod that I could on Gauss. Everything that made sense to making him faster. So you see his sprint speed is at 2.54. Here's a little quick thing to note, is that I'm using a Brahma, and the Brahma has Amalgam Serration, which adds an extra 25% sprint speed. So that, even this is adding more speed to Gauss. Like, I'm really going as memey as I can. Well, almost as memey as I can. If you guys aren't aware, there's a helmet in the game, down here, which if I wanted to, but I don't want to do this, so I'm not going to. I'm happy with how it is, but if we wanted to, chat, what's the ability from the helmet that's going to add? I think it's Nezha's Firewalker. Let's do Firewalker right here. So you have Nezha's Firewalker right here, and I think there's that you could add to one of Gauss's abilities to kind of like increase the speed, but there's another one too, I think. Let me see if I type speed here, what happens. Warcry. No, that's not the right one. I think there's another one in here that'll add speed. Either way, long story short, there's at least 2 of them, and I don't get infested mobility. Thank you, chat. Infested mobility. So this is increase your parkour velocity. Okay, you know what? I thought this was going to change my speed, but my parkour velocity... Oh, it does change my speed. It says 60%. Okay, I don't want to add this to my Gauss build. I'm actually very happy and comfortable with where my Gauss build is right now. And if it gets any faster than this, it's going to be on the verge of unplayable. Unless I'm in an open world and I have, like, clear fields to run in. So, for where this is, I'm leaving it as it is right now. Let's get into the second build that I use for Gauss. This is a melee speed build. So, I'm still maintaining a lot of speed on the builds, but this build is set up for melee. And I'm gonna get into why, because I have this Gladiator Aegis and Gladiator Resolve on here, which is adding a critical chance per combo multiplier for both of these. On top, this adds armor, this adds health. So it's a little bit more of an in-your-face kind of build, but with that critical chance per multiplier, this is where this matters. If you want to use that build accordingly, you come over here, have a Helios Prime, and make sure you have a Deconstructor Prime on your Helios. And when you do that, you can throw these other Gladiator mods on your Helios, which is how I got it up to 5 on a 50% critical, like crit chance per combo multiplier. So if you guys are trying to copy the Gauss build that I have for melee, this Helios with the Deconstructor and these Gladiator mods are what it's what's going to do it. It's going to add an enormous amount of crit to your like slashing up enemies. It's a lot of fun, and it's definitely a big help. But for the most part, that's like a worst case scenario build. Just being completely honest, I really only ever use the speed build, like the meme speed build right here, whenever I'm using Gauss. If I were going to do something that required a little bit more skill or a little bit more, I don't know, like survivability, I'd honestly, I'd pick another Warframe, because that's just, I don't know, that's what I do. You can use Gauss, you can make him strong. Gauss is a really good tank with the right build. But I haven't discovered that build yet, because I literally, for a year plus now, I've been having too much fun with this meme build. Like, I enjoy it till the end of time. I think I'm going to love this build forever. The next thing and final thing we can go over is Gauss and how I got him looking like this. So I go for an Iatane look with this Gauss. The primary color here is from the Shamrock Color Palette. This is Shamrock Color Palette, by the way. You guys all think this looks yellow, and I think it looks yellow too, but it's actually an orange from the Shamrock Color Palette. The reason is because if you could kind of tell, it's the spots that it's covering are metallic-y, and that's kind of making it like more yellow and less orangey looking. Yeah, like if we actually go to the yellow here. But either way, you guys can mess around with that. So that's from the Shamrock Color Palette. This is literally just smoke. It's a little bit of a gray from the smoke, a little bit of black from the smoke color palette, right? The smoke one. smoke colors. Yeah, that's where it's for this color palette. And then back here with the accents, we're back on the Shamrock color palette, which if you guys got this, which it was out like within a month ago, this came out, this is all you need. Don't feel bad though if you don't have this, because you can literally find oranges and yellows in like other color palettes. You can make it look very similar. As far as the emissive and energy colors, also the color palette. The energy color right here for the blue, I'm getting out of this one. And all these colors that I'm showing you from these color palettes are going to be present in the Sayandana. They're going to be present in the attachments. I'm basically using them all over the place to kind of make Gauss look like an Iotane, which is a black, white, yellow, and blue kind of look. So all that being said, you guys see the helmet, the Gauss skin, Hydroid's Noble animation set, the attachments. This is how I got the color set up for the attachments, which you guys can see in the attachments listed right there. This ephemera I get asked about so much, and this came from Nezha Prime Access, the Nezha Prime accessories pack. So whenever that comes back around, this is how you're going to grab it. This is you do have to pay for this, but fortunately, the majority of the ephemeras that exist in the game are absolutely free. You don't have to pay for them. But it does make sense that this one looks pretty badass and you'd have to pay for it, I guess. So that's what that is. That's where that comes from. Next would be the Sayandana, and the way that I have the colors laid out on the Sayandana. You can see I changed them up a little bit because it makes it look a little better. But there's that for the Sayandana, and the Regalia. All I'm really using is the Static Prime. I don't remember if this came from Nova Prime Access or if this came from a Twitch drop, or like a Twitch Prime. But if you guys have Twitch Prime, if you have Amazon Prime, you could link your Twitch to your Amazon and get Twitch Prime absolutely free. What do you get with Twitch Prime? You get stuff like this whenever it comes around, which it's been a while and people have been asking, but there was a while where there was a lot of things that they were pushing for people that had Twitch Prime. What else do you get with Twitch Prime? You get to subscribe to my Twitch channel for free, because it's not going to cost you any money. You have a Twitch Prime, which is excellent. Also, I appreciate the hell out of it. So if you guys like the content and the videos, or any of the things that I've been posting so far about how to make platinum and all that sort of stuff, and you're not doing anything with the Twitch Prime that you have, yeah, drop a sub. Look, totally. I appreciate it, brothers and sisters. I love you guys. Either way, I appreciate it. Thank you. Back sigil. I think for the back sigil, yeah, it's a humanity. And then I hide, typically on all my Warframes, I'm taking the back sigil from a syndicate that I want to advance in, and I'm kind of hiding it. Like, this is really blended in. You don't even know it's there. And I do that on purpose because I want to get credit for this, for the thing, but I don't want to necessarily have it look like I have anything on the back, so to speak. So you guys do it however you want to do it. When you guys are, like, I guess, dressing up your Warframes. But I get this a lot. This is why we're making this video. This is my Gauss builds, my Gauss look, where this ephemera came from, and all that sort of stuff. Oh, these little things, I think Baro just brought these. The Katir Shikaras. I don't know why it's not here. These Katir Shikaras. Baro Katir has these, and I think he just recently brought them around. They'll be back. They always come back. All that being said, hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. You have a lot of fun with the Gauss build if you do decide to build it. Yes, you're absolutely allowed and have permission to take my colors. I'm not that kind of person. You could do whatever you want with any colors that you see me wearing. But all that being said, absolutely love your faces. If you guys aren't following, be sure to like the video, subscribe, and follow me on Twitch. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Laters.